Welcome to the DriveEZ How to Guide. Today, we are going to do an in-depth tutorial about the scheduling feature of DriveEZ. This feature provides a user-friendly calendar interface to streamline the management of instructor schedules, student lessons, and available time slots, and also includes automated scheduling to minimize conflicts and optimize instructor availability effortlessly. Additionally, it simplifies the rescheduling and cancellation process, complete with notifications to both instructors and students for enhanced communication. The video will be divided into 3 sections. 1. Basic overview. 2. Creating a new session. 3. Managing a session. You can get to the scheduling page by either clicking on the scheduling tab in the left-hand side menu or clicking on the calendar button in the top bar, starting with a basic overview of the scheduling page. At the top, you can see the Which Branches schedule is currently displayed. On the right, you have options to choose the view between a list view or a calendar view. Next to the view selector, you have the button to add a new session, and below that, you have a search bar. Please note, the search bar is only visible in the list view. You can search the schedule list with sessions names, or the date, or the instructor's name, and the class type. On the left side, you have an option to print the schedule or export it in Excel or CSV files. Please note, you can also print the schedule of a specific search. To do this, simply search for the field you want and then click Print. To add a new session, first click on the orange button at the top right, which says Add Session. This opens up the new session form. Here you need to fill in the required details, starting with the session name and then choosing the class type between theory class or on-road class. Then you need to enter the start date of the session and the end date of the sessions. Then you need to choose the start time of the session. Moving on to the time slot, you need to choose the length of the session. The minimum session time is 30 minutes, and the maximum session time is 5 hours. Then you need to choose the occurrence of the session. Sessions can either be all days, on a specific weekday every week, or on the weekend. Then you need to enter the location of the section, followed by a Google Maps link to the location if applicable. Lastly, you need to choose the instructor for the session. Once satisfied with the details, click on the Save button at the bottom of the form to create the new session. Once the session is saved, you will be able to see a list of all upcoming sessions you just created, along with options to delete a session or to edit the starting time and time slot. This can be done by clicking this icon and changing the required details. Clicking on the check marks saves the changes. Next, students need to be added to the session. This can be done by clicking on the tab which says Add Student and then typing the name of the student in the search bar below. Once satisfied with the information, click on Save to save the changes. Notifications and updates will be sent out to the students and instructors, and the sessions will be visible on their schedules. To view more details about a session, or to mark completion, click on the eye icon next to the session in List View, or directly click on the session in Calendar View. In this session detail view, you can view the list of students by clicking on the orange button which says Roster. From here, you can delete or add students as needed. Clicking on the 3 dots next to a session opens a drop-down menu with options to make your session as completed or an option to delete it. Moving on to editing a session. Click on the pencil icon next to a session to open up the Edit view. From here, you can change any details needed. Once satisfied with the changes, click on Save to update the changes. And there you have it, scheduling for driving schools made easy with DriveEZ.